Hi everybody, I'm here reporting on yesterday's 4-0 win for Rangers against Aberdeen. And as you might hear from my voice, for the past few days I've had a sore throat and a cold and I'm not been feeling great either. So yesterday actually cheered me up for once. It's a miracle. So I'm going to be keeping this as short as I can manage. Not for the usual reasons, which is usually when we're terrible, but just for the sake of my voice, I'm trying to save it as much as possible. What can I say about yesterday? The fact that there was only probably 30,000, maybe up to 40,000 there, says it all. A lovely summer's day almost, although it's only May. 12 o'clock kick-off, right enough, live on TV. That didn't help. But I think the thousands who didn't turn up just couldn't face any more of watching this Rangers team. Well, if that was the case, they missed themselves, as they say, because, well, second half at least it was enjoyable. The first half was turgid stuff. I mean, we dominated it. We should have been a few goals up, but of course we went in nothing each at half time. But at least the second half was more enjoyable, and we did get the 4 goals. It just shows you how correct my saying is about managers know nothing. I mean, Ferguson picked the same team that set up against Celtic last week. I mean, come on, Celtic versus Aberdeen. Why are we playing like that against Aberdeen? They're not even the third best team in the country right now. So why played by Rami? I mean, the Celtic and the Aberdeen games are the most physically taxing games in our league, and he plays empty shirt by Rami in both of them. And in both of them, he did next to nothing. So at least he subbed him this time earlier than last week. The guy is just a total waste of space. Too weak physically and mentally. No effort, no determination. You'd be better with one of the women's team playing there in that position. They couldn't be any worse. They'd actually get stuck in better than he does. So now, first half, I think Aberdeen had one chance where Kelly had to make a save, comfortable enough save. Meanwhile, Drosser's up at the other end. He misses an absolute sitter with a header. He then jumps up for another header and it kind of hits off his chest, his side. Don't know what he was doing. He had another one that was a kind of prod towards goal, but he was in the wrong position to do it properly. And then when he did score, he was offside. And at the time I didn't think he was offside, but when you see it again on TV, he was a good yard offside when the ball was actually hit. So typical of him, totally unaware of where he should be in terms of the defenders and offside possibilities. So he did dreadful first half. Why he started, nobody knew either. Czerny couldn't do anything right either. A couple of runs came to nothing. So the midfield was the best. I mean, Raskin, Diomande and Barron were playing well, so that was something at least. The rest of them, Suter and Balogun, they were okay. Shefty was a bit better than usual, though he made a few poor passes, but he's better than he had been. Tavernier, what a shocker of a game defensively. See, in the second half, there's one point, I think we were 1-0 up, where the goalie passes it to Tavernier inside his own box, and he looks up and he hits it first time, just casual first time pass, heading, or meant to be, for Barron, but it goes straight to the Aberdeen guy. And from that situation, Kelly had to pull off a double save to keep us 1-0 in the lead. So well done, Captain Fantastic. Terrible passing, terrible crossing, except for the sitter that Drosser's missed. That was his one good cross. So absolute shocker. People were crying out for Casemiro to actually start at right back, or at least come on at some point, which he did. But obviously it wouldn't be to replace Tavernier. He came on as central defence to replace Balogun. So that sums up our manager right now. Thankfully he's not there long term, because he knows just as little as the rest of them if he's playing Tavernier, Drossers, by Rami, no matter what they do in a game or what they don't do in a game. So now, poor first half. We should have been in the lead, but we weren't. Second half, yay! Iggerman comes on. Czerny plays through the middle with Iggerman and, unfortunately, Drossers either side of him. But at least that was a change. And you can see the difference in Iggerman. The way that boy can pull the ball down out of the air. control it, great first touch, he can hang on to it, he can hold people off, he can pass it, he can get away from people, all the things Drossers can't do, obviously. There was one point where it was going out to the touchline in the Sandy Jardine side, and he got ahead. I think it was Devlin, the right back. He got ahead of him, and he did a couple of touches, sort of keep you up, almost the thigh, then the foot, then he flicked it over the guy's head, ran onto it, got towards the edge of the box, stopped, looked up, and just flipped it to the back post. Perfect pass for Tavernier to volley it into the net. Oh, except he didn't. He miskicked it and it went, I think it went by the post, it went straight to the goalkeeper. What a chance, what a goal that would have been, not for the guy who scored, but the creation of it. So Iggerman, why he's not starting every week, I do not know. I mean, he brings excitement, he brings that sort of skill, he can create things. And as for shooting, he had one shot later on, we've got a speculative shot, a bit of swerve on it, that didn't go in the net, but that was nothing compared to the earlier one, where he hit a 20-yarder, the ball came out, he flipped it up, and as it was dropping, he volleyed it from about 20-odd yards into the corner of the net. What a goal. Compare that to Drossers. I mean, come on. And before we got that third goal, we opened the scoring quite early on, and it was thanks to Raskin, lovely through ball, onto Cherny, who'd been through the middle at this point. He runs onto it and just swerves it with the outside of his boot past the goalkeeper. Great goal, great pass, great run. Raskin created the second one, a nice interchange between him and Cherny on the left side. Raskin got into the box, cut back, left the guy sliding on his back, looked up, hit it 10 yards into the box, where Drossers for once was in the right place just to tap it into the net. So great creation, and for once Drossers in the right place at the right time. Oh, and he did the right thing. So there was a novelty. The fourth one, again, nice piece of play between Iggerman and various others. Iggerman set it out to the left. That's where Shefty got it. Hit it inside to, who was it? Hit it inside. That's terrible. Cherny, I think it was. And yeah, it was. And he shot it goal, and it hit off, I don't know if it was his backside or his side, but it hit off Shefty and went into the net. And that was the end of the scoring. So apart from that one, 3 good goals. I can see why Raskin got man of the match. He created the first 2, obviously, and he had a decent game all round. But I thought Barron was the man of the match for us. Stuck in, passed it well, always available, never gave up. Oh, sorry. Showed the required determination and energy, which too many of the others didn't show in the first half. So I'd have given it to him, but I can't complain about Raskin. So 4-0, Aberdeen, funnily enough, they got a wee bit more adventurous from the start of the second half. They even hit the post, but that was their downfall. They brought in Nisbet and Gaia, the other striker. I think they would have a go at us, and we ripped them apart. So that was obviously a big mistake on the manager's part. He should have waited until later on. But they did. They should have scored maybe 2 or 3 goals. Kelly had 2 or 3 good saves. But on the other hand, we should have scored 8 or 9. So it's just swings and roundabouts. But they did have a go at various points and created a few chances, but not as many as us, obviously. I think I'll need to stop here. I'm going to keep coughing. I just hope this goes away for before the Wednesday game, where hopefully we'll thrash Dundee United by at least the same scoreline as yesterday, and we can at least end our Ibrox watching season with 2 good wins.